Well, Duke has been amazing all season long. 15 quad one wins, 11 wins over top 25s. But they are cooking coming in.
Obi, this is when you know you're playing well. When you're playing against Duke and Dame Sarr gets the assignment of guarding you as he does with, should we call Robert before going up against the zone on the first possession defensively from Florida State?
Evans giving off for Caden Boozer on the drive. Denied. He'll pop it up and drop it in.
And Caden Boozer in.
Top for Brown. Duke coming in at 29-2, 17-1 in the ACC. On the drive, Evans on a tough angle drops it home. He gets 13 points a game. He can be very explosive. Played over 100 games at Clemson. Wiggins straight on, and he'll drop it down. So that was on cue.
You know, you said from the top of the key.
Close enough. Only about 35 feet away. He's got great hearing. Sarr with a bounce feed for Evans. And he had a great game against these guys. Comes Duke. They got real young with these injuries. 7 of the top 8 in rotation are underclassmen. But they have that man. Freshman in name only. And now the Seminoles to push it. McCray is really quick. And he's going to draw a foul right away. There's Ronnie. The fact that no Duke coach has won that award in that length of time, that blows me away. McCray tips in his own miss. He stays right with it. Rising star, you know, the NBA experience, and he has that mentality. Caden Boozer out of the corner. Evans high up for the rebound and right back up for 2.
Tremendous start for Isaiah. Offensive rebound, putting it back for 2 and attacking the basket as well.
McCray, a determined drive and another bucket, came in averaging 16.
Evans taking on much more of a role as a playmaker. He has either scored or assisted on all 5 Duke buckets in this game.
McCray with a pull-up pop, knocks it down. Sweet-looking shot.
An ACC play shot 25% from 3. And he's not the shooter that Caleb Foster is, so that's one of the areas Duke is going to be missing on the offensive end as Jones is able to go with miraculous recoveries, but he says it will happen.
FSU with Jones fumbling that for a moment. Right to the song and in the lane. He will draw the foul right now in a million different ways than that team, which was so over-reliant on the three.
Routes assembled in year 1. And the answer to that question was no, it didn't. But you've got to give Coach Louts a lot.
And lost it. It's 4 turnovers already for Duke. That's swung for Wiggins. Got it. And a 3-point. Evans tries to end it, but he can't. They'll get a second chance. Amenya off the fake. In attack mode down the lane. Flipped it up there. He made the shot.
The bracket alone tonight, you've got 3 of most likely the top 6 picks with A.J. Debonsa at
3. He's the assist leader for this team as well.
Thing that he's missing in his short career as a head coach.
Went to the Final Four last year. I think the answer is he's on the bench right now. Jones wriggling his way.
Normally it's always going to be a very competitive game in the ACC tournament.
Wiggins going chest to chest there with Amenya, and that's a travel. So Florida State.
Size and physicality to our advantage.
Evans got a couple of good looks. Couldn't hit either one of those. Brown really fighting for the rebound. And he takes the hit. He's headed for the foul line. Compliment this season. He said he's a defensive menace. Here's Evans again. And that one will rattle home.
Albeit 2 offensive rebounds by Malik Brown, 1 by Boozer, and the 3 by Evans.
McCray back into the game. Dishes, and it's going to be out of the season. McCray 6 assists per game. One of the best passers, frankly, in the country. Amenya will fire. Yes, nothing but net. Bomb plucked away by Dame Sarr. He wants to push it. Downstairs for Boozer off the hesitation. Count that. Looking for a 3-point. McCray looking to make a move. Good pass for Wiggins. The kick out. The open shooter's Jones. Yes. Once again, tired after 23 years at FSU. And Coach Luke 13 years ago. And Boozer running into some traffic underneath. Double fake. Draws the foul. And he's shooting 2. A little bit more on Luke Louts, one of the Russ.
As well as a Carl White, who's in the building for the 2nd night in a row, supporting his teammate.
Nothing there. Jones with 5 to shoot it. Couple of fakes. Yes! Knocked it down. That was deadly. That's a down, and he almost threw it away. It's tipped to Evans. Brown with another rebound. Going up strong and draws the foul.
But every time. But Malik Brown and Cameron Boozer, just with the pump fakes on offensive rebounds alone, putting the front.
His second. Missed the pair. Duke playing without two starters for the entirety of this tournament. Amenya, after the dribble, will cash in.
Off the bench now. Who steps in for Kate Boozer because it's what he does. And that's really the lack of depth is what's going to hurt the Blue Devils.
McCray with a long three. And another offensive rebound to the Duke Blue Devils. Good ball movement. Evans is open, and yes, sir, with a triple.
You continue to get...
He's already with 15 in this one. Knocked away by Boozer. He had the quick hands on the run. Sorry, yes, that's a step too many.
Being candid, telling you what he thinks.
Yeah.
But it's very refreshing to see the coaches do that.
Evans tripped up and fouled as he went down. Wait, though, that's a different level of candor. That's a different league of candor. We enjoy him very much.
We do.
6 on that bubble come Sunday.
Oh, I'm not going to get on the soapbox about that. And everybody talking about Miami of Ohio.
Number 1 team in the country. Steen to the paint. Banging with Brown. Leaning in. Got it. Alex Steen, the 6'9" senior.
To try to play 3 games in 3 days to win this tournament is putting a lot of pressure on that roster.
Evans launching it very smoothly.
A.K.A. power forward with Cameron Boozer, who dropped another dime to Evans.
Huge half for Evans with 19. Somerville looking to answer. He does.
He's taking the risk, putting Caden Boozer back on the floor, playing with those 2 fouls, expecting his freshman point guard to be careful. But you can see how Florida State's guarding Boozer.
They do not have McCray on the floor right now. Somerville hits it. His 3 on the money. McCray back in. Jones has been a very hot hand. Taking on Boozer, one-on-one. Some contact, flips it up and in.
Getting left out of the NCAA tournament.
Got me convinced. You and I saw them against Alabama. They're a very, very good basketball team. Jones will take a hit.
Ritter and Malik Manu.
Boozer leaning in with that left shoulder. Can't back it in. Follows. Draws another foul.
And another offensive rebound.
Cray on Amenya. McCray to his right. Airborne. Yes! Right in front of the buzzer. And that gives Florida
a chance to work on it at halftime.
Player of the year, Cam Boozer had it batted away. Wiggins is open for a triple and swishes it in.
And that's Monty Wiggins, a more than capable three-point shooter, able to knock down one in the first offensive possession.
Boozer again looking to attack. It's going to be tipped up and in. Steen yanking away the rebound, but it comes free to Brown. In transition, Caden Boozer all the way through, and a foul on the play.
Here in the ACC tournament.
Basson just picked up his 4th foul for FSU, so he goes to the bench. Could be well into the NCAA tournament if he comes back at all. Different story with Gumba. That's foot sore.
NCAA tournament. And if so, he will be able to return this season. John Shire talked about that in his press conference earlier this week.
What a tough move there by McCray. Evans with the foul is first to put McCray at the line, where he makes 72%.
We saw Isaiah Evans handling the basketball much more in the first half when
Evans to the logo. He finds Cam Boozer for 2 and a sweet pass. Points tonight. And rolls in number 1.
It'll be John Shire looking success for the Blue Devils in half number 1.
And makes the pair. Somerville. Kobe McGee. McCray will run it. Spins. Got it.
That's where McCray with his advantage.
Up a shot. A 3. But short. Steen runs down that rebound. And 20 seconds on the shot clock now. And a reach and a foul.
Has more depth in this game, even though they play the same amount of players. Luke Lout's confident in his 7 guys that they can get the job done.
Evans with that bounce feet. Wiggins. Into the paint on Boozer. Trying to back down on him. Hits it. State the 8th seed leading by 5. Cam Boozer strong but can't finish. Trying to rip that back with a tie-up on the play. This long shot there by Evans won't go. High rebound. And Somerville won it. McCray is open. He nails a triple.
And understand what this Florida State team has been about for the last month plus.
Boozer pulling his way inside. He'll follow his own miss for two. McCray zipped the pass. They'll kick it out for Somerville. One to get off a shot. McGee around and out.
Great patience by Florida State. Still unable to get going.
Evans will fire. No, he has not scored in the second half. Boozer tries one. Got that one. He nails. Let's see if Evans gets some good looks here with 11 minutes to go. He'll drive it, and he'll score his first basket of the second half. Play in this quarterfinal. He wants Basong downstairs. He'll lay it in. Thomas Basong, the 6'8 freshman. Somerville, his third foul. Out Bassar, he'll go back in strong and lays it in. Dynamic move for that.
Has picked up quite a bit, and now you get Malik Brown with the great hands.
He'll lay it in. And Duke fighting back. And once again, it's Brown to interrupt it. Such a great defender. Evans fills the lane and lays it in. He's rated the country's #1 defender. Here goes Boozer to kick it out. Evans is open and hits another one. With Wiggins on him to the logo. Shot clock down to 3. Caden Boozer attacks and lays it in and takes a foul too. Again blocked by McCray. He lost it though, right to Evans. And 6 minutes to go in the quarterfinal. Number 2 seed Virginia is into the semis. And so are the Miami Hurricanes. And 29 points, a new career high tonight. After getting 28 against Florida State back in January. On the move, Jones going right up against
Florida State, trying to see if they can get the perimeter shot. But you don't want it from that guy, OB.
It's 41% out.
Comfortable raising up a 3.
Too good a player. Jones looking to answer. He does all net.
We talked about how could the Seminoles get.
You can win for it to happen. Believe that you can win this game and believe that you're a different team that lost to them by just 4 points in January. Lock in.
Caden Boozer. Evans will fire it up and drain it. A three-pointer.
And Evans with 32 points have to be that guy.
It's 60 points in 2 games against Florida State. And this man is as hot as a firecracker. Boozer at the logo. Evans will catch and fire. No. Caden Boozer snuck it to Wiggins. 10 to get off a shot. Into the paint on Boozer. The fall away. Got it. Shot is blocked by Steve. 5 seconds to go. Florida State trying to win right here. And it's over. Duke hangs on 80-79 to move to the semifinals.
To make a play at the end, McCray, who's had success attacking the rim throughout this tournament, elects to shoot the 3 ball, and UNC survives. Their defense coming up with a stop. And how about Caden Boozer, who struggled throughout this game.
North Carolina and Clemson, the 4-5 game coming up. Miami and Virginia already there. So one more slot for the semifinals. The Duke